St. Ambrose University capped off another successful school year during 2014 to 2015. The most talked about news on campus: athletic facilities. The St. Ambrose Dome collapsed this winter after heavy snowfall caused the structure to deflate. It wasn't stable until late this spring. After the dome collapsed, athletic teams had to scramble to find new practice facilities. While there aren't many solutions to the lack of space in the short term, the problem has recently been addressed with future plans to build a new wellness center adjacent to Leloman Arena. Fundraising for the project has begun. And the future of the SAU stadium took a new turn. Last summer, plans to build a new stadium on the St. Vincent property just north of campus came to a halt after the mayor vetoed a request to rezone the land. Because SAU could not develop the site, it was sold to Assumption High School in March. Assumption school leaders plan to develop athletic facilities there and have indicated they will approve a lease agreement with SAU. And with the future in mind, university leaders moved forward with plans for a new and improved admissions center this spring. Last summer, the university bought the Eye Care Pavilion located on the southeast corner of campus. It is currently being remodeled. While some projects are just getting started, others came to a close this year. After months of renovations, the exterior of Ambrose Hall has finally been restored to its former glory. The building was rededicated during a special ceremony in September where the tower bell was rung for the first time in years. SAU TV also got a makeover this year. WHBF-TV in Rock Island updated their studio and donated their 2-year-old set to the station. The new look was unveiled in mid-March. One of the many things SAU TV covers is the university's mission of service. More than 500 first-year students, peer assistants, and faculty members gave back to the surrounding community by doing yard work, cleaning, and organizing as part of both Urban Plunge and Be the Difference Day. The women's basketball team, the university's vice presidents, and the English 101 learning community also took on the Ice Bucket Challenge to help raise money for ALS. And SAU's Dance Marathon raised more than $175,000 for the Children's Miracle Network. One special honor bestowed upon individuals who embodied the university's mission, the McMullen Awards. Each year, the university presents these awards during the Feast of St. Ambrose Mass, an event celebrating SAU's patron saint. Recipients of this year's award were John and Helen Morrissey. John is the former director of the university's physical plant, and Joe and Joyce O'Rourke. Joe is an active and dedicated member of the university's Board of Trustees.
You're on your mark? Set?
This year, more than 300 alumni hit the pavement for the annual Killer Bee 5K race held during homecoming weekend. Many of their kids also got in on the action with the Bumble Rumble Fun Run. And wrapping up the weekend festivities for many, a special Bold reunion, Bold standing for Bees of the Last Decade. The event welcomed all Ambrosians who graduated between 2004 and 2014 to a gathering at the Alumni House on Brady Street. Speaking of alumni, Advancement and Alumni Engagement started a new tradition this year, inviting accomplished alumni to campus to share their success stories with students. Steve Roll, 71, and Shane Jones, 05, were the first to spend a day on campus. Other prominent visitors included Brian Anderson, an Iraq War veteran and triple amputee. Anderson inspired dozens at the first ever Eastern Iowa Western Illinois Veterans Conference held in the Rogalski Center. In an effort to help students reduce their debt, St. Ambrose University unveiled its new Be Finished in 4 Years plan this spring. Starting with the fall of 2015 class, students who adhere to the plan are guaranteed to graduate on time. While academics is always number one, students did find time to have a little fun this year with special activities like bubble soccer. The university unveiled the Leo Kilfoy Court in November, honoring an Ambrosian who has given nearly half a century of service to St. Ambrose as an athletic coach, educator, and administrator. Also this past year, SAU Athletics announced that beginning fall 2015, St. Ambrose will be competing in the Chicagoland Athletic Conference.
This really provides us that opportunity to be with real quality schools, some we already play. Location's great, travel's not that far. I just think it's a very good move for the university in relationship to recruiting as well as alumni.
With the end of the Midwest Collegiate Conference, SAU teams worked hard to leave their mark on the league's final season. In all, St. Ambrose teams claimed 9 conference titles and qualified for national championships in 11 sports. There were 7 Conference Coach of the Year honors, 7 Midwest Collegiate Conference Players of the Year, 165 All-Conference athletes, and 29 All-Americans. SAU boasted 4 academic All-Americans and more than 60 NAIA Scholar athletes. The school year concluded with spring commencement where more than 600 degrees were conferred, wrapping up another academic year at St. Ambrose University.